Hi there. Hope everyone's doing well. Happy Tuesday. My name's Joanna. If I have not met you yet, we'll just wait a couple minutes while everyone joins in. So just before we start, feel free to use the chat on the side there. If you have any questions or any injuries or anything you want to work through tonight, I can include that in our class. And then we will be using a few props today. These are light weights. These are 3 pounds, anywhere from 1 to 3 pounds works quite well. And also a squish ball, or you can grab a pillow from your sofa as well, something like this that you can just scrunch up and use. And then I highly encourage everyone to turn on their video so we can all work out together, so I can provide a little bit more feedback. Again, it's totally up to you, but I don't know. I just find it's better than looking at blank squares on a screen. All right. Okay, so we're gonna get started standing today. Props are off to the side. I'll do a quick sound check when I get over to my mat to make sure you can still hear my voice with the music and everything. And just with a thumbs up, are we still good for sound here? Okay, good. All right, so we're gonna start with feet under, hips and shoulders, slight bend in the knees, and just letting the shoulders just completely relax. From here, we're gonna raise the arms out to the side, making a T, good, and bring them back down. Good, lift them up and bring them back down. So as you do this motion, I want you to imagine that you have an orange or a lemon under your armpit and you're trying to squeeze it. So we're really working the serratus muscle, which is the muscle under our armpit. Okay, let's go for 4. Nice. 3, 2, and 1. Holding those arms up and making a little circle to the front, feeling the shoulder blades starting to warm up. And we'll actions in 3, 2, and 1, taking that little circle to the back. Good for 3, 2, 1 to the front. Good, and 3, 2, 1 to the back. Nice. 1 more time to the front. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. And 3, 2, 1 to the back. Beautiful. 3, 2, and 1. Sending those arms down. So now we're going to stretch the knees. We're going to come up onto the ball of our foot. Arms are going to come out to that T shape that we just did. And then lower the heels down really softly. Good. Rise up and lower down. So think about lifting your heel as high as you can and keeping the arms really straight. So try not to flap them like this. Good for 4. Nice. 3, 2. We're going to hold up now. Lifting as high as you can and starting that circle to the front with the arms. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking it to the back. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1 to the front again. Can you lift those heels any higher? 3, 2, and 1 to the back. Good for 3, 2, and 1. Get slowly lowering. shake it out. We're gonna grab one of our weights now, if you have it. And we're gonna go into a little bit of a balancing series. This will really help with our overall core strength. Again, weight is optional. So standing on our mat, taking our hands out to the side to that T shape that we just did, and we're gonna lift our right leg up. So our thigh is coming out from our hip, and we're just gonna take under the leg and then overhead. Good, under the leg and overhead. So making a nice circle motion with the arms. And if you need a little bit of extra support here, you can lower the leg, or you can take the toe to the floor, whatever feels best. Okay, now as you do this, I want you to think about, so keep going here. I want you to think about lifting out of your supporting leg. So a lot of us, we want to lean into our hip like this. I really want you to focus on pulling up out of your hip, then lifting your leg, starting maybe a little lower, and then working up, then doing that circling motion. Yes, looking awesome. Let's go for 3. Good, 2. And 1. Taking that weight to our heart center, we're gonna extend the leg. So stretch it out and then bend it in. Good. So try to keep the knee as high as you can and then extend from below the knee. Beautiful. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. Holding here, now we're gonna pulse that knee up. Little pulses, working on our hip mobility. Pulling out of that supporting leg. Let's go for 8. And 6. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna do a nice circle with our hip. Lower that leg and shake it out. We're gonna come right onto the other side. So standing on our right leg, lifting the left leg up, and then taking our weight into the left hand, reaching those arms out, circling under and over. Good. So try to keep the body nice and tall. Shoulders, ribs, and hips are stacked. We're not hinging forward at the hips at all. Okay, let's go for 3, 2. Last 1. Good, taking our hand to heart center. We're gonna take our leg out and bend it in. So wherever your leg is, extend from below the knee. So it can be up here, down here, whatever is feeling good. Beautiful, let's go for 3, 2. Last 1, keep that leg bent. We're gonna pulse it up. And can you lift out of your hips anymore? For 8. And 6. Good, 4, 3, 2. And 1, nice big circle to open. Come down, shake it out. Good work. So we're gonna grab our other weight now and bringing our feet right under hips and shoulders. We're taking a squat back, so hinging from the hips, sending the hips back. Our knees are over top of second and third toe. And we're reaching our arms back, palms facing up. And then reaching the arms forward to 45 degrees. So reach up past the hip line and forward. Good. So now we're going to start a transfer of weight. So as you bring the arms back, you're going to reach the right leg back and in. Left leg back. So we're coming into a lunge. And just practicing that transfer of weight. Now every time you tap your foot back, make sure it's coming into the same spot. Good, taking 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking our right leg behind us, reaching the arms back. We're going to transfer our weight, lift the back leg, and we're going to lift and tap. Lift and tap. So we're taking the body forward a little bit more here. Good. Again, this does not have to be a high movement at all. Yeah, good. The only thing I'll say is really try to stretch behind the knee, make one long line. Beautiful. Nice, let's go for 4. Reach those arms up above the hip line. 3, 2, and 1. Reach and lift. Now the arms are gonna pulse up for 8, 6, good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. We're gonna tap that left leg behind us. Reach the arms back, lift the leg up, and tap. Okay. So I find what helps me here is thinking about reaching my toe behind me and extending the leg up instead of kicking it. Okay, let's go for 4. Nice. 3, 2, and 1. Reaching up, holding the leg, then pulsing those arms. Good, we have 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring everything down. Take that lunge or take that squat again. Reach those arms forward. We're coming up for a row. Bring the elbows nice and wide. Sink back down. Good. Up and down. Yes, awesome. Really send those hips back. Okay, let's do 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good, we're gonna come down to the lunge, leaving our hands in heart center. And then we're transferring the weight over to the left leg, lifting our right leg up. Good, we come down to that squat. Left leg lifts. So lateral lift, getting that glute med warmed up. Maybe layering on the arms, so opening that T shape, nice and wide. Good. So again, we want to think about not sinking into our supporting leg. Lift up first, then lift your leg. Okay, let's go for 4, 3. Good, 2 more. Okay, now we're gonna lift the right leg up, extend the arms, start a little circle to the front. Good, reach those arms away from the midline. And let's take that circle in the other direction. Beautiful, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down into our squat, arms folded. Coming up, other side, leg is circling, arms stay still. And 3, 2, 1, other direction. Nice, and 3, 2, and 1. Taking that squat, fold the arms in. And we'll open to a T. Good, fold them in. And open to a T, 2 more. Nice, last one. Open, send the arms all the way down. We're gonna make our way onto our mat into a quadruped position. So our hands are coming under our shoulders, knees are coming under the hips, and we wanna make sure our pelvis is neutral. So try not to cat or cow your spine. Just let it be how it normally is. We're really gonna open the fingers wide here, and we're gonna send our left leg behind us. Square off the hips to the mat, and we're gonna lift the leg up, lower down, lift, and lower. So again, this is not a kicking motion. This is a lengthening. Good, gaze is straight down between the hands. Nice, we have 4, 3, 2, 1, lifting up, pulsing up an inch, down an inch. Good, let's go for 8, and 6. Nice, 4, 3, 2, and 1, holding here. We're gonna flex the foot as we bend the leg to 90, and then point, release. So taking it back to a straight leg, flex and bend, so kind of like a hamstring curl. We'll feel this one in the hamstrings, maybe our calves a little bit too. Let's go for 3, and 2, and 1. Good, sending the leg in, flex the foot. We're gonna tap the heel up to the ceiling, so we're really getting into that underside of the glute. Keeping those hips square. Nice, let's go for 8. In 6. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, release. Now we're gonna cross the leg behind our right shoulder and then just fold back, kind of like you're in a pigeon position. This is just gonna open the hips, stretch out our glute a little bit. Just let the head go. Good, and then we'll come back up. This time we're gonna drop our right forearm down and we're gonna place our left hand firmly on the mat. Your elbow will be bent here. Taking that left leg behind us again, so same working leg. This time we open the hips to the front, we raise the leg, and we're gonna take a crunch. So bending at the knee, taking knee into elbow, and then stretching long. Good, bring it in, and reach it long. Nice, really getting that bend and then a nice long stretch through the leg. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna pulse in for 3. So we bend, pulse 3, 2, 1, and reach. Good. Keeping that knee lifted. Let's go 2 more times. Good, reaching long, extending the leg, opening the hips, and then bring everything in. Open the knees, press back into a shell stretch, reach those arms forward, rock side to side. Loosen up those hips, stretch the glutes. Good. Okay, so before we go into the other side, we're going to take our ball or pillow. We're going to bring it between the knees and coming back to our quadruped position. So your first option, you can just stay here, neutral spine, and squeeze your ball or pillow, engaging the inner thighs. Second option, you can tuck the toes, and we're going to come up to a hover, squeeze our ball or pillow, lower down, lift it up. So just when your knees are about to hit the mat, I want you to lift them up again. Okay, nice. Think about opening through the back of the body, bringing the knees right under the hips. Nice. So we're gonna get ready to pike those hips up. Let's do 2 more of these. On your third one, we pike all the way up and then lower back down to a hover. Pike up and bring it down. So I want you to squeeze the ball when you're up and when you're down. Good, let's go for 3. Nice, 2 more. We're gonna hold at the bottom. I want you to take 16 pulses with the ball. Pressing in. Good, in 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, drop the knees, untuck the toes. Remove your ball or pillow. And we're gonna turn to the other side, or actually I'm gonna turn to the other side so you can see my working leg. So this time our right leg is gonna be behind us. We're starting in our quadruped. Wrists are under shoulders, and we're taking right leg back, squaring off the hips. We lift and tap. Okay, let's take 3. Really reaching long, stretching behind the knee for 2. And 1, then holding up, starting a little pulse. Good, let's go for 8. In 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holding up, we're gonna bend the knee as we flex the foot, bring it to 90 degrees. Point, extend, flex and bend. Good, can you keep the knee lifted to hip height? Feeling that hamstring activate, good. Bring it in, curl it. Nice, for 3, 2, and 1. Bend the leg, flex the foot, little pulses up with the heel. Getting into that underside of the glute. Okay, let's go for 8, 6, in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend the leg, cross it behind you so it's right behind the left shoulder. And we're just gonna fold back onto the ball of the foot, stretching out our side glute, opening our hip a little bit more. Let your head go. Good, and then coming back up to our quadruped position, taking our left forearm down. Right palm is down on the mat. We're taking our right leg back, lifting it up and opening the hips to the front. From here, we bend the knee and extend long. Good, bend it in and stretch. Everyone's looking awesome. I can see it from here. Okay, let's take 3 more like this, then we'll add the pulse. Good, let's bring it in. Pulse for 3, 2, 1. Reach as long as you can. Good. You get a little higher with the leg. 2 more. Okay, reach it long, hold. Nice, bring everything in. Open the knees and fold back into your shell stretch. Maybe rocking side to side if that feels good. And I'm just gonna switch sides here. Coming back up to your quadruped position. We're gonna fold back, reach the arms long, and then we're taking a giant circle with our body over to the right, over the hands, and around. Do 3 more this direction. And then coming up and going in the other direction. Making the circles as big as you can using your whole body. And last one here, and then sitting back onto our heels, reaching forward. Nice, and then we're gonna come into a forearm plank. So setting up, elbows are coming underneath the shoulders. Your hands can be together like this, or your palms can be flat on the mat, whatever's feeling best. And then we're gonna step back, keeping a small gap between our heels. Good. Once you're here, you can either modify by dropping the knees and just hold, or you can stay up in your full plank. If you're here, we're gonna add a rock forward and back. Good. Let's go for 8. Really pushing those hips down, making one straight line with our body. Good, you've got it. 4 more. Nice, last 2. Breathe through it. Last one, we're gonna hold. Hold that plank, I'm gonna join you. You need to take a break, drop the knees, reset. 20 more seconds. Get in 5, 3, 2, 1. Drop those knees. Reach the arms forward, press back. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna come to a little bit of seated work, starting off with our upper body. So start with a comfortable seated position. So for you, that might mean your legs are out in front of you. It might mean cross-legged. That's what I prefer to take when I'm doing seated arm work. Whatever is best, just make sure that your spine is nice and long and you're really lifted out of the hips. So we're gonna grab onto our weights if you have them. Taking our elbows into our hips. And then reaching the arms out, palms up, good. Drawing them in and reach. Can you grow a little taller through the crown of your head? Okay, let's go for 8. Beautiful, in 4, 3, 2, 1. Lifting those arms out, pulsing up. So this motion, and it might look like it's coming from the lower part of the arm. I really want you to think about making this motion come from the serratus muscle. So under the armpit, use that whole arm. Good for 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, and when finishing off with circles to the inside. Good in 3, 2, and 1 to the outside. Awesome, in 3, 2, and 1. Bring those arms in. We're gonna finish off with one final exercise. So taking our arms out to the side. So our hand is in line with our shoulder, palms are facing up. We're gonna reach the arms up as if we're making a giant circle, tapping the weights at the top overhead, and then lowering the arms. Good, reaching up and lowering down. So now we're really getting into upper back, shoulders. Okay, let's go for 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Nice. Taking those weights off to the side and just stretching our arm by bringing the right arm across. And try not to grab onto your elbow, reach for just above, and then sweep the arm across. Let's change sides. So staying nice and lifted out of our hips. Good, okay. So we're gonna come down onto our back now. I want you to have your ball or your pillow and your weights within reach. And we're gonna start with our ball or pillow right at the base of our spine. And then we're gonna roll back on it. And we're gonna come all the way down. So that when we're on the ground, our hips are gonna be lifted. So it's supporting our lumbar spine. Hips are lifted, and then our weights are within reach. We're gonna take our legs up to a tabletop, feeling that lower belt of abdominals engage. And we'll start with the toe tap right and left. You can always remove your ball or pillow if it's not feeling good for you. Okay, let's switch. So taking it a little faster. Still keeping the knee right over hip line. And for 8. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. We bring the legs back to tabletop, and then reaching the legs straight over the hip line. From here, we externally rotate, take the heels together. We're gonna lower the legs down to about 45 degrees, and then bring them back up in one piece. Good, lower down, and lift. Beautiful. Taking 3. Two. Good, last one. Now we're gonna come down, flex the feet, and then bend them in. So your legs are making a diamond shape, drawing everything in, and then extending on a 45-degree angle, pointing at the end. So we bend in, reach and push, point through our toes, bend in. So this exercise is traditionally done on the reformer, if you've ever been on a Pilates reformer, and it's called frog. Let's take 3 more. Last one. Reach long. Now we're going to open the legs just wider than the hips, and then tap the heels together. Good. Open, close. Good. Squeezing inner thighs. Can you lower the legs any more? For 8. 6. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drawing the knees into the chest. Keeping the ball or pillow where it is if that feels good. And maybe just rocking side to side. Keeping those hips lifted. Good. Slowly lower the feet one at a time. And then lift the hips to remove your ball or pillow. We're coming back onto our mat and we're gonna reach for our weights. So our weights are coming up over the shoulders. We're taking our legs to tabletop again. So knees are right over top of the hips. We're gonna send the arms back to a hover, palms facing up. And then reach them back over the shoulders. Take it back and lift it up. And then you can either stay here or add the legs. So both legs are coming down to a tap. And then we're reaching everything back up. And exhaling as you draw everything back in. And let's go for 3, 2, and 1. From here, we're going to come up to an ab curl, reach the weights by the hips, and then roll all the way down, hands coming over shoulders. Good, reach it up. Exhale to come up, inhale on your way down. Okay, now maybe adding an extension, one leg at a time. So right leg comes down to a hover, everything draws back down. Left leg, and draw it down. Lots of different layers in this one. Good, one more each side. Nice. We're gonna drop our weights. Reach the arms right over the shoulders. Actually, let's take them all the way back. We're gonna use our arms for momentum as we come up all the way to a teaser. So we're gonna come up, sweep the arms over the shoulders, come through an ab curl, and either coming to a balance like this, or you can try coming into a full teaser, extending the legs, holding for a 3, good, 2, and 1. Bringing the legs down, bottoms of the feet together, and just folding forward, rounding the spine, letting the head go. And we're gonna make our way back to a seated position. From here, we're gonna take the legs wider. So our feet are gonna be in line with the width of our mat. We're just gonna lift nice and tall, taking our hands behind us. And we're gonna rotate. I'll face you first for this one. I'm coming over to the left. I'm gonna sweep my back arm up. Good, and then I'm gonna plant it behind me. Come through center, coming to the other side, reach. Just keep flowing from side to side, opening the hips. And so whenever you're on your first side into this kind of double attitude position where one leg is in front of the other, we're just gonna pause here. Then we're gonna take our left forearm down. We're nice and supported here. Actually, I have a weight nearby if you wanna use it for this next exercise. Taking our hand on our hip, and we're gonna lift the back leg up and down. Good, up, down, so getting into our side glute. Let's go a little faster for 16. Halfway, 8 more. Nice. Okay, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna lift the whole leg, and then we're gonna sweep it across. We're gonna extend the leg, point the toe, and we're gonna kick it forward. And then we're gonna bend it, bring it back to its starting position. So sweep, kick it forward. Good, bring it back. But I want you to keep the hips as still as you can. Good, pushing through your forearm. Trying not to sink into the upper body. We are going to be going into a side plank after this. Good for 3, 2, and 1. And now send that top leg out long. I'm going to keep my bottom leg bent for this one. We are going into a side plank, so feel free to modify whatever meets your needs. So mine is going to look like this. I'm coming up, I'm staying on my forearm, but if you prefer to come up onto your extended arm, that's cool too. Or you can come out fully like this. We're going to grab our weight, reach it up, and then we're going to curl through, turning the body, and then reaching back up. So really twisting, pretending you're giving your weight to someone behind you. And for 3, Holding up, and we're gonna dip the hips. They come down an inch, lift an inch. Good. For 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming all the way down, dropping your weight, taking that double attitude you were just doing, and then we're gonna take a counter stretch. So reaching our other arm up and over, stretching our side body. So the opposite side to what we were just working. Good, and coming all the way up. And then sweeping our legs over, so your right leg is in front now. Coming down onto our right forearm. Hand is on the hip, and we'll start with that leg lift and lower. And lifting everything in one piece. So try not to open the knee like this. Keep the knee pointing straight forward. Doesn't have to be high. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Good, we're gonna reach, kick the leg, and then bend, and kick, bend and sweep it back. Just be mindful that you're not sinking into the lower body like this now that we're adding a little bit of extra work with our leg. Okay, let's go for 3, 2, and 1. Lowering the leg down. We're gonna walk our front leg back a little bit. And then we're coming to our plank variation. So staying on our forearm, we're gonna lift up, grab your weight with your top arm, your top hand, lift the hips. We're gonna curl under and reach long. Taking 3, 2, 1. Holding everything up, lifting the hips up, up. So remember, you can take this as a full plank if you want more of a challenge. For 8, 6, good, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing everything down, dropping your weight, taking your legs how you had them to start, and then coming into a counter stretch. So we're leaning away from that side we were just working. Amazing, and coming all the way up, we're gonna do a little bit of a different stretch tonight. So we're gonna start with our right foot in front into a lunge. So you wanna make sure that your knee is over top of your ankle before you start. We're gonna draw the left leg back. We're gonna leave our knee on the mat. So you might, if you have sensitive knees, you might wanna fold your mat over. And we're just gonna let our body settle into the stretch as we open the hip. Please take the time to stick around for this stretch. I promise it won't be long, but it's very important. And now we're gonna tuck the toe, lift the knee, plant the left hand, lift the leg, and then we're gonna rotate the body. So we're gonna take that right arm up, And then start a circle with our arm to the back for 4, 3, 2, 1. Really opening the chest on this last one. Coming down, gently lowering the knee, untucking the toe, folding back as you flex the front foot, and just let your body fold forward as much as it can. You can take tented fingers here if that helps you reach forward a little bit more.
It's an illusion. I know we both know it.
Okay, and let's sweep the right leg back and take our left leg forward. So again, same thing, knee is over the ankle, and then we're walking our back knee a little bit further behind us. And just really getting into this hip flexor stretch. Good, let's tuck the toe, plant the right hand down, lift the leg, and then open the left arm. Twist the shoulders, then start your circle to the back for 4, like 3, 2, and 1. On the last one, really opening the chest, lowering everything down. Slowly lowering the knee, untucking the toe, folding back, flexing the front foot, and reaching forward so you really feel this in the hamstring. And let's sweep the left leg around, coming to our quadruped position, tucking the toes, piking the hips up, just letting the head hang, driving the heels down into the mat to stretch out our calves, maybe taking a pedal with the feet. And lowering both heels, and then slowly walking in. Feet are gonna come halfway in, and then the hands are gonna meet them. Once you're here, bending at the knees, connecting chest to thighs, letting the head go. Just shaking your head, releasing any tension. Good, and slowly rolling up to stand. That is the last thing to lift as you restack your vertebrae. Good, and I hope you feel like you're standing taller after Pilates. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. And if you have any requests or anything, feel free to pop it in the chat. Otherwise, happy to answer any questions you have. You can stick around, or I can log off and see everyone next week.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks so much. That was great.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for coming. See you soon.